All right, Shalom, Shalom.
Wow.
First, want to give honest goes praise due to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahushai by Hashem Kakadash. Double honors Pastor is a great millstone, a piece to Akim that's doing this work on the four corners of earth. I'm Bud DeWild from the GMS Detroit camps.
I know from GMS Detroit.
And I'm going to play two videos, but this is all linked up, all right, to the M.O.T.B, okay? Because we at that time and place of this going on globally, okay? Esau Edom know he got a short time and he want to go ahead and do this because they got the 2030 agenda, but they want to get to it before 2030, But hey, it is what it is. You want to say something?
No. Just keep it going. Once the trucks stop rolling, once these trucks stop rolling, bringing commerce in, it's only a matter of time. Matter of fact, 3 days, before these grocery stores won't have anything on their shelves. These grocery stores only have 3 days of produce. That's the reason why they constantly having trucks bring in produce. And here in America, we're not used to farming the land, and we're not used to hunting for food. So we used to the system shipping food into the marketplace.
Yeah, I got this one. I got a video out in China.
Okay.
So we about to go ahead and get to this first one first. Show you this first one.
Okay. What happens next? It started quietly. April 1st. No headlines, no sirens, just silence. Since that day, imports from China have dropped by 36%. At the Port of Los Angeles, down 35%. 80 ships canceled or arrived empty. Across the highways of America, it's even worse. Freight volumes have plunged 14.9%. Thousands of truckers, with no cargo, no paycheck, no backup plan. Volvo just laid off 800 American workers. Independent drivers, the ones who keep this country alive, are watching their businesses collapse overnight. Here's the cruel twist. 90% of these truckers voted for Donald Trump in 2024. 90%. And now, he's gutting the very industry they built their lives around. Not just truckers, dock workers, small business owners, entire towns, all paying the price for a silent economic wreck no one is talking about. This isn't about politics anymore. It's about survival. When the wheels of America stop turning, who will be left standing? When America's trucks stop moving, what happens?
So yeah, that's the first video of that. I might as well show this one. This is the grocery store.
Told you. We getting there. We getting there. Go to the grocery stores and don't be saying shit on the shelves. Told you.
Yep. Now for one more video, we're going to get to some precepts. But, hey, everything we talk about is all scriptural. 100%. You have these other camps out here, these false camps, I say, talking about a bunch of BS, all right? And they ain't talking about nothing, and the Lord's going to deal with them.
They ain't getting you prepared what's about to happen in this world. Prophecy is playing out, and they ain't speaking on it because they ain't watching for prophecy, Bible prophecy.
Riots, protests, and strikes are happening all over China due to the tariffs. With over 60 million employees that are reported to have lost their jobs due to the tariffs, the Chinese citizens are screaming democracy all over the streets of China. Many of them complaining that their industries, that the manufacturing facilities that were multi-million dollar industries, riots, protests, and strikes are happening all over China due to the tariffs. With over 60 million employees that are reported to have lost their jobs due to the tariffs, the Chinese citizens are screaming democracy all over the streets of China.
Okay, I'm going to pause it. As you see, there's people down there, okay? And so, hey, if they don't get their money, they're going to go ape shit. So yeah, this is a global thing, and Hey, Esau Edom know he got a short time, and you go ahead, kick off what you got.
I got the definition for insolvency because the banks went insolvent. The state of being unable to pay debts when they are due or when liabilities exceed assets. So literally, the banks are crashing over there in China, and also it can happen right here in Babylon too because these banks work on fractional banking, and very little money is in the bank, uh, 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 um, and 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 it's the money that they use that which is yours is lent out so many ways, and it could just one thing have to happen and the banks here will collapse. And they have this thing set up where they call it a bail-in, where it was like when Fannie Mae and Bernie Mac uh, 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 um, went down in 2007. It's the same thing happening again. It's repeating itself. But this time, the banks is going to bail themselves in and take your money and your assets that you have in your bank. Quick precept. I'm gonna just go straight to the point. This is Ecclesiastes 12:3. Well, I'm gonna go straight up to the point, to the top. Remember thou that I decreed in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor when the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. This is the time to remember Yahweh Bashim Yahushai in the days of your youth, while the evil days come not. Greater evils are coming besides this. But this is the time for you to search and find out Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, which is Yahweh, who is the Most High, the Creator. His name means He exists. He to be Bahashem in the name, and Tawadi Yahweh Yahshai is 1044. And it goes into the 144,000, the hopeful elect, and the 1/3. And nor when the years draw nigh, when thou should say, I have no pleasure in them. If you're the man of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, you have no pleasure in anything that's happening along in this world right now. Only thing you have pleasure is bringing out the truth, doing the work. Other than that, you
fellowshipping with brothers that's in the truth.
Other than that, you have very little to be have pleasure in this world right now. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain, in the days when the keepers of the house shall tremble. And these banks, they are pretty much the keepers of the house. It goes based on the economy. And economy, these banks, they have a hand in help keeping this economy going, or a hand in bringing down the economy. When 40 banks go insolvent, they can't pay out pay their debts. Them banks crash. And people make a run on the bank, and the bank shut their doors. You can't come in and get money. They turn off the ATMs, so you can't withdraw money from the ATMs. You can't get shit from them. You might want something to eat, you can't get nothing because you can't make a digital transfer of funds because the ATM are down, or they say the computer is down. They shut them down. The days when the keepers of the house tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grandest cease because they are few. Right now, there's no work for them over there in China because the tariff war put a halt on all production. A lot of people is not ordering anything in China right now. because they don't know what's going to happen next. You know, is my order going to get back here in the United States? We don't know. You know, it is what it is. And those that look out the window be darkened, and the doors be shut in the streets. And that's a example of the doors being shut in the street. People can't come into the bank and withdraw any money, you know. And the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and the daughters of music shall be brought low. And it's all because of the economic war, the tariff war between Donald Trump and these nations. Matter of fact, this is Isaiah 19 and 14. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man stagger in his vomit. And the Most High made all this happen, man. He put the spirit on Donald Trump to do these things that he's doing. Donald Trump is just not excellently doing this on because he's a good guy at banking or a good guy at industry. Shit, damn near every business that he had, they all failed. Only one that kept doing whatever it was doing was Trump Towers. Other than anything else that he did, it failed. You know, I wouldn't consider him a successful businessman. You know, only the Trump Towers is the only one on that TV show. Other than that, hey, most of the business that the stuff that he did failed. You know? Neither shall there be any work for Egypt which the head or the tail or the branch or the rush may do. In that day shall Egypt be like unto women, and it shall be afraid and the fear because of the shaking of the hand of Yahweh of hosts, which shaketh over it. And the shaking of the hand is the prophets. The prophets is been telling you that this shit was going to happen long time ago. Starting with the elder apostles of GMS. You know? They were saying this is going to happen, and it's coming to pass. You know, it's happening. It's all because of Bible prophecy. And a lot of these camps don't go into Bible prophecy.
Nope.
And this is why a lot of you jakes are not prepared for this thing. You know, you ain't got bottles of water stored up in your house. You ain't got
cans.
You ain't got cans. You ain't got dry goods right now. Hey, this is the time. Hey, you should be getting dry goods. You should be getting beans, rice. You know, pasta. Mm-hmm. You know, that type of things right now. Stuff that don't perish. You know, because if the refrigerator,
even the first aid kit.
That too. But if the refrigerators shut down, well, like if they had the power outage overseas, and the refrigerator don't keep food cold, what you gonna eat after that food spoils? Mm-hmm. You know, that's the reason why rice and beans, dry goods, canned goods, you know, non-perishable goods will come in play. You know. You know, the Bible talk about these things, man, and a lot of you jakes just don't listen, you know. Matthew 24 and the 3rd chapter. As he sat upon Mount Olives, the disciples came to him privately, saying, "Tell us, when shall these things be? What shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world?" And when it goes to the end of the world, it goes to the end of the age, like the Bronze Age, the the Stone Age, the Bronze Age. Right now, this is the
In the Vsauce age.
no, this is the God damn it, manufacturing age. You know,
Add a preset when you're done.
well, we're really in the information age because technology is moving fast. You know, but we went from what precept you got?
Yeah, well, I was going to come out with Revelation 12 and 12.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Revelation 12 verses 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is coming down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So Esau Edom knows that the Lord put it in his spirit, okay? Let him know that this is pretty much about to be it for him. That's why they want to get to this 2030 agenda.
It's me or you?
That's me.
Okay.
If you need to use it, go ahead.
No.
So
Yeah.
it's in the spirit to do this right now.
Okay.
You know.
And going back to Matthew 24, and Yahweh Shai answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying that I am the Messiah, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. And then the war just jumped off. Pakistan and India, Ukraine and Russia, North Korea and South Korea, talking about going to blows. Iran and Israel, Yemen and Israel. You know, hey, we are in these times right here. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And hey, we still waiting for a few major prophecies to jump off. The M.O.T.B, the famine of the word, and Jacob's trouble, and World War III. You know, once them things jump off, that's when Yahweh shall return. For nations shall rise against nations, and kingdoms against kingdoms, and there shall be famine, pestilence, earthquakes in diverse places. All these signs are happening right now. Uproars of the people, right there at the banks. You know. Hey, these things are happening. All these are the beginning of sorrow. You know. Matter of fact, 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter, spoke on these things. And he answered me then and said, measure thou time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I told thee before, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes, uproars of the people in the world, then thou shalt well understand that the Most High spoke of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. And hey, these prophecies are being played out right now. But you know, a lot of camps, you know, other than GMS, they don't be constantly on Bible prophecy, watching the prophecies being played out on the earth.
They ain't even calling the right name.
They sure ain't.
Ain't telling about the M.O.T.B, not talking about Jacob's trouble, so.
And all this is going to go into the M.O.T.B, go into cashless society. You know,
get that.
Where money is not king anymore. You know?
And we getting
no
off
more
on
paper, dollars or coins. You know, none of that. This is Revelations 13, No, let me go to Revelation 13 and 10. Revelation 13 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Hey, when it goes to cashless society, and the only way for you to be able to buy or sell or save or do anything is if you have that
M.O.T.B.
M.O.T.B. Implanted in your hand or in your forehead. And that's the only way you're gonna be able to buy, sell, or save.
And we telling you not to take it.
God, we express if you're an Israelite, do not accept this thing. Hey, it's time for you to have you put your faith, hope, and trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You know, stay prayed up and hope that this thing hurry up and continue. You know, that they do this thing, the M.O.T.B. now. And it just make it even quicker for us to get the fuck out of this kingdom and in the next kingdom as to come. You know, which shall come upon all the world and try them that dwell upon the earth. You know, all the world is going to be tried with this thing. You know, and it's coming. You know, with a micro C hip, surgical or implanted into your hand or in your forehead. You know, this is Revelation 13 and 16. He causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their forehead. And I'm using code because if I say everything in here, they might flag it and drop the video. That no man might buy, sell, or save he that had the charagma or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of beasts, for it is the number of a man. His number is 636. And this thing right here is something that's going to be surgically implanted in you through a syringe. And when we go into that word M-A-R-K, that word is charagma. That's Strong's G 5480, charagma, a stamp or imprinted mark of the stamp on the forehead or in the right hand as the badge of the followers of the anti-Messiah. When you go into Strong's definition from a scratch or an etching, i.e. a stamp as a badge of servitude. And when you take this thing, hey, you saying that Esau is your God. You know, Esau is your king. You know, this is who you choose. You know, because everybody's getting tried in this hour of temptation. Either you take it or you don't. We try to tell you to don't take it, but a lot of you jakes are going to take it. Like some of these Israelite groups tell you you're going to want to eat, right? And we keep telling you don't accept it. It's the new swine. You know, so you know, I pray that you was edifying, that you don't receive this thing, and if you do, it's a wrap for you. And Yahweh Bashim Shai is going to destroy you. You know, if you willingly accept this thing, you can't receive this thing and then push it out and think you good. You know, once you take it, there's no scripture in the Bible that say you can repent after receiving it. So with that said, all praises to
Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Rakadash.
Double honors to the apostle elders of GMS that taught us the truth, and peace to fellow Akim has in their life daily. Shalom.
Shalom.